I just felt like I would lie in bed awake for hours every night. And whether or not that's true, I don't know. Time is strange in bed. Don't be dirty. I'm one of those people that always has a million ideas going through my head at all times, and I'm always looking for ways to make my life easier, more efficient, and actually use my time better. One of the things that I've started doing in my old age, since I've turned 30, I've adjusted the answer to the question what I want as my superpower before I wanted to learn to fly, because I think that would also help with my crippling fear of heights, because if I could fly, then, you know, no big deal if I fall. So that was going to be my answer. But then I turned 30 and I decided that not needing to sleep would be the best superpower in the world, because I would have about a third more time in my day than everyone else. I think that I would find a way to squander some time still, but I think that I would be able to get more done and feel a little less pressure. Since I've not been granted that superpower, instead I'm trying really hard to pay attention to my sleep. One of the big recommendations out there is to have a nighttime routine. Your body knows it's time to sleep because you do the same things every day. You put on your pajamas, you brush your teeth, people spray a little lavender oil in the air, and they go to bed. You know what no one recommends as part of their nighttime routine? Screen time. Screen time is something that I indulge in every single night as I go to bed. I mean, I know it's something that benefits me. I sleep better, I go to sleep faster than if I don't have it. I try to be really conscious about what I choose to put in my ears, and so I choose things like documentaries. I listen to Great Courses Plus a lot. Well, I've learned a little bit about a lot of different topics, and that's kind of how I roll in general. So the real benefit for me is that I've told you I always have a million projects going in my head and a million ideas. And at night, when I lay down to try to sleep without something in my ears, that constant treadmill in my head turns really self-critical. So I will go over the events of the day and think about every awkward social interaction I had, which could be a lot. Yeah. And so I start kicking myself for something I said when I was 16 years old, or I'm such a jerk for not doing X, Y, and Z that was on my to-do list that day. To quiet those voices in my head, what is perhaps not the most long-term healthy way, but the way that I'm doing right now is, instead of healing those voices and stopping them from piping up in the first place, is I just do the 2-year-old daughter method and do a little distraction. Just look over here, voices. Look at this beautiful story that's being told. Or listen, did you know this fact about ancient Mesopotamia? One of my first ones that I listened to over and over again in grad school was called Gosford Park. It starts off with like rain sounds and soft English voices, and it's just like, it's very soothing for me. The problem with that film is you have to fall asleep before the murder happens, because there's a lot of screaming at that moment. My advice to you is, if lack of screen time is something that doesn't work for you and you are looking for a way to change up your bedtime routine to get the most out of your sleep, I recommend giving it a try and seeing if it helps you fall asleep.